Hey guys, Tate from Florida here. All right, I am standing. Took a while to find this. It's my second visit. I kind of got lucky, but after wandering around out here for about a half an hour to 45 minutes, ran across this. So feel very lucky here. But this is the historic Drew Mansion in the old ghost town of Ellaville from approximately 1861. 1861. Although this didn't burn down or get burned down because of vandalism and whatnot until the actual 1970s, but it was built around 1861. He went on to become the first governor of the state of Florida. He had a lumber mill and also turpentine here in this town. He built this because it was near where the Swanee River and the Withlacoochee come together. And I've done some other videos on that that you've probably already watched, where the old lumber mill was, where the spring powered the lumber mill. This is where his mansion sat. It's roughly about a mile from that location of where the mill was. Back in its heyday and back in the 1870s, the town was at its peak. It's had about 1,000 residents, had a post office, a Masonic lodge, and a bunch of other things. Had about 1,000 residents, and the lumber mill, about half the town, about 500 people were employed at his lumber mill. He went on later in years. He wasn't a very good businessman. Basically ran himself out of business. Couldn't keep up with everything going on around everything. The town burned to the ground, and it was rebuilt fairly rapidly, but then the Great Depression set in, and they just could never recover from that. So let's walk down inside and check this the remnants of this house out. It was a fairly large mansion, by the way, for its time. This was a big size mansion. All right, so we're walking down here. Unfortunately, this mansion stood here for quite a long time until vandals got it. Imagine being built in 1861, and it was here till 1974 because vandals got to it. If not, it would probably be restored or something, or if nothing else, it would still be out here and intact, if nothing else. All right. I don't know what else to tell you about this town. There is a bridge here also that his train used to cross, where once again where the Swanee and Withlacoochee River merges. Also on the Swanee River, up near Troy Springs area, there is a swing bridge called the Drew Bridge, and that was for his railroad to get across. That is still there in the open position, and will probably be there for quite some time. So you can kind of piece all this together. These leaves here are covering up supports like in the center. Very cool. Awesome find. Awesome find. All right. Somewhere on this property also, somewhere out here, he had a big water centern. He used to collect rainwater for water. And usually it's fairly near the house, but I haven't been able to find that yet. But you can see the size footprint of this. Very large. Okay, walking around this little more, I found what appears to be his centern. I thought it was a cave at the first point when I walked up to it, because it's a big hole in the ground, but right on the top of it, look at this. So Standing on top of that, and let me pan up and you can see the remnants of the house right behind there. So it's about 25, maybe 15, 20, 25 yards, probably 25 yards to the house. So, I mean, there could have been like a large porch on the front of the house or something too. So, but there's that. Incredible. It's on the opposite side here, looking down. Just kind of circling around here to making sure I'm not hopefully missing anything from this house. But pretty cool. Very happy about this find today. So kind of continuing on here, on the back side of the house here, you can see in front of me is all these piled up. I mean, obviously they're very old here. There's actually a piece of a wall standing right here. So this mansion came this direction, and why these are all crumbled in, I don't really know. Obviously everything's not going to last forever. So still kind of walking around the area, still finding pieces all over the place. Here is a, looks like a support that the house would have been sitting on, kind of on its side a little bit. Here's another one over here behind the trees. There's quite a bit of this out here, so I would do my best to put a picture up here of the house, what it used to look like back in the 1860s. So you kind of have something to go on, but I'll see you in the next adventure.